Hi guys, Paul here. No, actually, this is Jeff with 7Demo7. How you guys doing? Hey, welcome to my video. This is the Vue XL VX1 overview. This is a long, in-depth look at these awesome goggles that I had a chance to take a look at. I'm going to be doing a full ground test of these very soon, so stay tuned for that. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Vue XL. What's up guys, 7Demo7 here. I'm here with Brandon and we are with what?
Vue XL.
The Vue XL. Now I know some of you guys have probably already seen this on a few of the websites out there, but we're going to take like an in-depth look at it and Brandon's going to show me all about this. Okay, so Brandon, tell me a little bit about your company. What got you started in this field?
Well, basically, Vue XL is kind of a extension of what I do. I'm actually a product designer by trade, and I got into FPV flying about a little over 2 years ago.
And that's how we met.
Yeah, I was down at the field there.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have. I was never able really to wear a goggle because of my glasses, my really Coke bottle glasses.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of develop my own way of flying, or an own method, and I started with one of those radios that, I don't know if you're Vue FS7. It had a little screen in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever saw that first one, but I actually made a little magnifying lens on front of it and a little hood that I used to fly in. It looked really weird because I was controlling
he had a radio, and he made a little hood for the screen, and he would hold it up to his face and he would fly like this. It was awesome.
Yeah, it got totally uncomfortable after a while because holding your hands up that high.
Yeah.
But I knew that there was something there, at least for me, because I was able to put my glasses into it and not have to worry. So
excellent.
And that started a long journey to get to this product. Is basically, you know, those nearly 2 years of trying to get something to work.
Yeah, for us FPVers, and let me tell you, I'm really excited about getting into this. So let's go ahead and pop the box open and see what's going on. So
yeah, it has a 5.8 gigahertz receiver with actually pulls in 48 channels.
48 channels.
48 channels, and then inside is also a built-in battery, and which can fly, fully charged, can last up to 7 hours.
7 hours. So I mean that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the other goodies there, we include the little frequency card. That's this guy, so it's a sticker too, so you can stick it onto your radio or something, so you know which frequency you're tuned in. And then actually there's a lens cleaner, and actually it's an anti-fog too.
Okay, great.
So,
great.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, what you'll see back here, I believe, can you tell me a little bit about what each thing does?
Basically, I'll switch this on. Well, I'll start from left to right. Here's your RP SMA port, and then this was the power switch that I just switched on, and then there's the micro USB, which you use to charge it. And when it's charging, there is a little light that'll turn red when it's charging, and then when it finishes, it turns green. The middle light is your actually battery indicator, and when it's solid green, it means you have between 100 and 80%, and then when it starts to blink green, it means you have 80 and 50%.
Okay.
And then if you see it blinking red, it means less than 50%, and if you see it solid red, then it means you've got to stop flying.
Yeah.
Charge it. And then the next and most important light is actually the indicator here. It indicates what channel it's tuned into. So the green blinks indicate the band, and the red blinks indicate the channel. Okay. So you just count the blinks.
Just a push button.
Yeah.
Oh wait, if I'm not mistaken, this has channel scanning. Is that correct?
Yeah. Basically, we wanted to keep it simple. So there's a simple button here. You just hold it down, and if you can't see here, we'll probably do this closer on camera, so you can see the red-green light blink rapidly.
Yes.
And that starts the auto scan process. And the auto scan process picks up the first strongest video channel.
Yes.
And then if you don't like what you see, you hit the button again, and it switches to the next strongest channel.
Okay, so just a quick press.
A quick press, and it picks up whatever the next strongest feed. So it could be another person's FPV signal, or it could be a signal similar to yours.
I can tell you guys that having a channel scan feature is just awesome. I mean, I have it on both my video screen, my LCD screen, and I also have it on my Quantum V2s, and it just makes setting up your FPV system like just mindless. You just You punch through, and once you get to your channel, then you just go with it, and it's so easy. You don't even have to think about it.
No, and it makes it great too to actually for safety feature. Like when you get to an FPV field, we kind of recommend if there's other people flying, you can scan the band and see who's flying, and then you can identify if it's safe to power up your transmitter or find out who the pilot is.
I'm assuming that this will hold the last channel selected, right? So if you know your channel, you're going to turn it on. If someone's on your channel, you just don't fly. So. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I also see is this a quarter 20 for your for a tripod?
Tripod, yeah.
I know what a tripod is.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of them in here. Yeah, the tripod screw thing it allows us to, because we knew a lot of people getting into FPV, like their fear is first committing to the goggle. Yep. So by putting it on a tripod, it allows you to, let's say, launch your wing or your plane line of sight, get it trimmed out.
So you can have it right there on a tripod. Launch, take a look, and go back and forth, so that you can ease your way into a full-fledged FPV, which we all like.
Yeah. And then that was the charge cord, which is micro USB, so you can charge it up, in your car or on your computer.
So what we have now is we've got two video transmitters running at the same time, and so we're going to show you guys how easy it is to switch from one feed. Let's say he's on this feed right now, and I'm on this feed over here with my sweet quadcopter. So we're going to go ahead and demonstrate how.
Basically on the back, that was that red button back here. And then I'm going to initiate the auto scan, so the green and red will start blinking really quickly once it's initiated, so right there. And it'll pull up the first strong signal, so it actually pulled up your quad.
Yes.
But if you don't like that signal, you push the button again, and it will kind of cycle through all the available channels. So right now it's actually picking up...
Mine probably has several channels out,
And then it just picked up video too there.
Very good.
That's one thing that I was going to bring up. We call those things, the several channels, as kind of ghost channels.
Yes.
So ghost channels are very close to your video feed, but aren't exact, but they pick it up because you're so close. And one of the key things to get a solid feed lock when you first do the auto scan, because this looks good when you just power up, but then you fly away and then it drops off really quickly. So the thing is, you need to actually place your model further away when you do the auto scan, so it weakens those ghost feeds. Right. So it only picks up the strongest.
That's a great idea. And let me tell you guys, when I just looking at these without any lenses, it's got a super clear image, which is great. And one thing I know about these lenses is that they're not perforated like the Fresnel lenses that come with the Quantum V2s. So you don't get that kind of jagged, pixelated almost look to it. So this looks actually really good. So what we're going to go into now is just we're going to put the goggles together real quickly, just going to try them on. And Brandon said that I get to keep this pair. So if any of you guys know me out there and fly with me, you want to try these out, and give Brandon some thumbs up and get him some feedback on these goggles, let me know, because I'd be happy to share them and loan them out to people who want to try them. Because Brandon here, he's a great dude. He's producing a product that is not only inexpensive, but it's high quality as well. And we'll get into that right now.
All right, so the first thing you'll need to do in setting up the VX1 is actually open up the housing, and what you'll see inside is actually the plastic that accepts the lens and the screen. And the lens box contains 4 lenses, and they vary in magnification all the way from 1.2x to 3.5x. And for a point of reference, most people like the 2.5x lens. So you could use that as a point of reference and then change it if it's to find one that suits your vision best. So it plugs in, and if you'll notice on the lenses, there's actually a flat side and a curved side to the lens. So you want the flat side towards your eyes, otherwise you'll get distortions in the screen. And it just snaps into these 2 receptacles here, and there's even a little indicator there that shows you the direction of the lens. So it just snaps in, and you just pop the corner in there, and that's good to go. And the next thing you want to do is turn it around and grab your screen here, and you insert it with the controls towards the top of here, so the antenna port's going to be on the top. And you'll notice there's 4 little slots cut into the housing, and that's where you register the corners of the screen. So you'll fold this over here. Oops, wrong side. Let me get this side. And then the Velcro attaches in the center here. And one thing of note, what we designed the goggle to do is to be adjustable. So when you're putting this together, you can adjust the width an angle a little bit to adjust the contour of your face. That's something pretty different than a lot of other products. And then you'll be able to look inside, and you can see, you'll see the magnified view. It's kind of hard to see with the dual lens. Yeah.
That's really neat.
Yeah, and you can see there's very little, I mean, it's really clear. So, one thing is, like, I wear glasses, and that was the hardest thing for me to wear goggles. So I made sure when you design this thing that it can open up wide enough that you can actually fit it around your goggle or your glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that's actually pretty neat is the different way of using it. We talked about the tripod mount, and we talked about this little head strap that goes over it, but I wear a hat a lot at the field, so we actually designed it so it will clip on to the front of the hat. So you can wear it, pretty easily when you're on the field.
That's pretty awesome.
It just makes it, you can clip it out of here. And one actual thing too is actually, and it's not the coolest thing, but you can actually, a lot of times you don't want to store your goggles, have nowhere to put it.
Yes.
So you can store it down, and it's safely, the lenses are pointing away from the sun.
Yes.
I don't know if you've heard a lot of people destroy their video goggles by leaving them facing the sun, and they burn the screen. So
yes.
So that's what, this clip actually makes it very useful. A quick reference on the back strap. It's just a simple 2 snaps on the side here. Snap here. And then there's the adjuster on one side.
Mm-hmm. We call this full assimilation mode.
Yeah, fully assimilated into the... And then,
you're the Borg.
Yeah, you're the Borg. That's the real Borg look. And then obviously this third strap, you adjust it to...
This is quick Velcro. That's awesome.
Yeah, quick Velcro. And the thing is, with this, you really don't need super tight tension to wear it. It's actually the third strap that helps support most of the weight. So you get it just comfortably snug around the back strap, but the center strap is the one that you use to lift the goggle up to the right angle. So one thing that my designer Dean, and he was the engineer of this plastic portion here, he wanted to make sure that our goggle will fold flat, because a lot of head-mounted displays, they're kind of bulky when you need to store them, but we wanted to make sure that that you can fold it flat. And one of the features he put in was a place to fold your lens down and store it. I can demonstrate how that comes in. So you just roll this back, and it makes the lens very easy to pop out. And then there's an area here where the lens sits flat, and it just pops into here. It's sometimes easier to do when it's that direction. And what you can do then is take your screen and then just put it back into the microfiber cloth. And the microfiber cloth, you can actually use it to clean your lens too. So it's a good thing to keep it around, and it keeps it from getting scratched when you store everything. So make sure you put your screen back in here, and the whole thing just sort of folds flat like this. So it gets kind of pretty flat, and then you can put it back into your pouch, and it's just, you don't need to carry your lens box with you where you go.
Dude, there's so many positives here, and I can't really think of any negatives. I mean, I can't.
Yeah, I mean, we tried. The product is, we try to make sure we priced it so it'd be in the beginner level. We wanted to focus on basically the basics that make flying good, like good visual, a big field of view.
Yes.
So it's got basically double the field of view of a regular, of a starter goggle.
In your opinion, who would be the ideal customer for this type of goggle?
I would say it's probably someone, if you've had experience with other systems and you don't like the size of the screen, or if you're just getting into it, the price point makes it really easy to get into this, and some of the easy features like the auto scan makes it really easy for someone to get in, and the feature of attaching it to the stand makes getting FPV a little less, you don't have to feel so committed to it. You can actually just start in your own pace.
And the other thing is, it's an all-in-one solution. You don't have to go out and buy a receiver. Right. It has an antenna that's totally usable and for someone getting into it, which is fantastic.
So basically, this was one option, is to get the goggle by itself, but there also is a simple kit if you guys just want to get an easy FPV system. It's the 200 milliwatt LT200 kit. And what we like about it for you guys just getting into it, there's no soldering needed, because it just plugs right into the 3S balance port, and it's all wired up. And as you can see, the channel changer is really easy to do. You just basically push the button to skip channels, or you hold it down to jump to the next band. So it makes it real easy to switch channels, no dip switches needed. And the camera's pretty cool. It's a 700 TV line camera that actually has a pretty good picture.
Cool. What is a website that they can go to purchase the goggles and the VTX system?
Well, you can get the goggles at both vuexl.com or Get FPV. They have them there, and if you need it as a kit with the video transmitter, you can get that direct from our website at vuexl.com.
Great. So Brandon, thanks for bringing these by. I'm really excited to try these out. And you were just mentioning there's the Wild West Wing Shootout, Johnny Meg, teamlegit.com. I'm going to be flying in that, so I'm super happy. I'm going to see if I can practice with these a little bit and get them out to the field, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Now, I am going to be torture testing these. You know, Brandon told me, he said, you know, you guys know I own the Fat Shark Dominator V1s. I've got the Quantum V2s. So I'm going to tell you guys how these stack up, and I also use an LCD screen, which I really like as well. So I'll let you know what I think about these in comparison to all those things. I'm giving them a couple of uppercuts to the rabbit punches to the gut.
Yeah, sure.
All right, but thank you so much for allowing me to review these. I appreciate your trust in me.
No, like I said, you have some of the most candid reviews out there.
Oh, dude, thank you so much. So yeah, I'm just kind of like a normal dude. I'm just trying these stuff out. You know, I'm not sponsored or anything. Well, I am now. No, I'll stay real impartial, guys. These, I can tell you, like I was saying to Brandon just earlier in the video, is that I can't see any negatives to these. I mean, pretty much every little niggle and every little problem that I've had with the Quantum V2 seems to be covered by this, which brings me to the point that we didn't go over before. No blue screen.
No blue screen.
No blue screen whatsoever. No fake static screen either. So, I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yes, I've experienced it a few times.
Oh, wow.
I don't like it. I don't think I'll be holding them very much longer.
Yeah.
So, all right, Brandon, dude.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Let me stop by the secret lab.
All right. Yes, nobody sees the secret lab and the plain graveyard. No, I'm just kidding.
It's pretty cool in here.